each other.
The empire's on the run.
They want to get rid of the family.
Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
You understand that? This is scientific. Year after year, we watched the threats steadily increase. And now, this winter has been the worst on record when it comes to our immune systems and health. For more than 2 years, InfoWarsLife.com has been watching this crisis intensify, and Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Complex was our answer. Using a proprietary process that takes ancient proven herbs and combines them with modern science, this powerful and affordable formula contains more than 14 key herbs and extracts, including echinacea, ginger root, elderberry, golden seal root, a proprietary yin chio formula, and many, many more. I take it, and so does my family. It's made in the USA, gluten-free, alcohol-free, no artificial flavors or colors, and not tested on animals. Take advantage of this introductory offer for Ancient Defense, normally $19.95, now only $14.95. That's 25% off. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139 to secure your Ancient Defense.
The average person's life is filled with unexpected challenges. Unlock the energy it takes to defeat these daily beasts with super male or super female vitality, specifically designed to assist the body in regulating proper hormone balance to create superior vitality in males and females. Supercharge and conquer your world at InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled I-N-F-I-D-E-L, bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.
Used since before the days of the Roman Empire to support the body's natural systems and enhance overall health. Introducing the new InfoWarsLife.com oil of oregano formulation, a highly advanced nutraceutical form of this key herb that has been traditionally used by civilizations for thousands of years to promote health. We have now procured the most high quality and potent forms of oregano oil on the market, sourced from top leading manufacturers to ensure a concentrated level of bioactive ingredients. Extracted directly from the wild herb and sealed in easy-to-use capsules, you will no longer need to endure the burning of liquid oregano on the tongue. Wild crafted from the Mediterranean oregano species that experts agree is one of the most powerful and most challenging to acquire. This winter season, it's more important than ever to secure this true form of oil of oregano. Now available in our limited first run at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.
Rallying patriots worldwide in defense of human liberty. It's Alex Jones.
So the big theme at the Super Bowl this year was, quote, feminism, and the establishment brand of that. Women being worshipped, riding giant beasts, men bowing down to them, fathers being told they're not doing enough for their children and their daughters, and ad after ad. It's systematic, it's pre-planned, it's pre-deployed. And there's big backlash against it. But the Super Bowl is one of the only places that still has a larger audience, over 100 million. Then you have every other major channel reporting on what happens during the Super Bowl, so it has that amplification factor. But to be clear, this is not feminism about empowering women. It's about ensuring that they're all forced into the workforce so that they can pay taxes, so families can be broken up, and so children can become basically wards that are raised by the state and by the iPhones and Droid tablets that are in the news today in a major pediatric journal, brain damaging children. Just one more to legions of studies. This is a scientific takeover. Meanwhile, you take the political correctness of zero tolerance in a Texas town. This is in New York Daily News. We have an article up on Infowars.com. Fourth grader says he has the one ring. School suspends him for terrorist threat, dad says. Texas boy suspended for saying he could make classmates disappear with Lord of the Rings sorcery. And he looks about as sweet as you could ever be. The ring little Aiden brought to school may have been the true ring of power, but it had enough controversy to get him suspended from Kermit, Texas school. That's right. Tolkien lore led Texas boy to suspension after he brought his one ring to school. He wanted to come and play Ring of Power. I mean, I play all sorts of games with my 6-year-old who still likes to play make-believe stuff, where, you know, I'm Godzilla and she's a big robot and defeats me and blows me up. Well, she deserves to be arrested, I guess. See, it's thought crime. Play the violent video games, go see the movies, but the minute you say bang, or the minute you draw a picture of a gun, or the minute you even see of a magic ring that can make you disappear, that's a threat. See, it's mind control, an obsessed, weird country where you don't know reading, writing, or arithmetic. You don't know who the founders were. You don't know common sense. Don't know what due process is. But you know, that's a threat saying you've got a magic ring. You're kicked out of school. You're like, well, that's crazy. That's over the top. No, it's not. It's totalitarianism. Again, we've seen many cases where kids are seen playing with Nerf guns in their front or backyard. The neighbor calls the school, and they're suspended, saying it's against policy, even though the policy isn't law and it doesn't extend to your home. 4th grader suspended for bringing Nerf gun to show and tell. That's one article they found. The other one was school suspends boy for playing with Nerf gun at home. It's a power grab, people. It's social engineering. Remember what the Attorney General said to the radio TV convention. He said we need to brainwash the public and be repetitive and literally brainwash the public against the guns. Well, they're doing it against the family as well, creating some idea as men and women, husbands and wives, grandparents sit around. I mean, there I am with my mom, my dad, the kids, the family, and we've eaten dinner and we're watching the second half of the Super Bowl, and I'm pointing out propaganda and all this occultic garbage. And it's just attacking us. It's attacking the human unit that it knows it's trying to suck in. I mean, my grandmothers knew that the world didn't care about their families and that family came first and that it was an operation where people built each other up. And my grandfathers would do anything for their wives and they'd do anything for their husbands. And they were on a team and they were cool. And they had their act together. They wanted their sons and daughters to be strong. They wanted them to be successful and honorable. I mean, I look at women today compared to my grandmothers. They're a joke. They're a joke on average. I have one grandmother still alive at 90 years old. But just smart, tough as nails, sweet at the same time, very feminine but very strong, and not screwed up, realizing that they were there to hold a family together. And now the average woman thinks she's on some football team against men when men are out of the game, brainwashed, brain damaged, totally destroyed, arrested development, gone. You watch any of these shows, the idiot guy gets the girls, which isn't how the world works, and the dad's always a moron and lazy. We all laugh at that and think it's funny. And they start out with images that are adorable, like an Archie Bunker. And by the time they're done with it, it's married with children. And then now the dads, every show, are a complete joke, a complete fool. And mom runs the show. And mom does what the state says. Gloria Steinem, in her book, admitted, and it was declassified, that Miss Magazine was started by the CIA to break up families. And to make women feel guilty if they wanted to raise the children and run the house. That's the cave. That's the base. That's everything. That is what you're going to work to get money to fund. And now they're reversing it, saying dads need to come in and help with the kids more, and mom's going to be the executive. And in most cases now, 65% of college graduates are women. Most of the low-level and mid-level executive jobs are now going to women by design. And then they go out and they all have artist boyfriends who are going to make it someday, baby, never buy them anything, never take care of them, and the woman sits there and treats them like a little boy. Even if they have a kid, he's the little boy, and she gives him the money. And just like I saw growing up in the black communities when I'd go over to my black friends' houses in nice neighborhoods, but also in the projects. Football, baseball, you name it. And I just remember, like, you never saw Dad around, and sometimes Dad would show up from work. He'd usually live with his mom down the street, and then he would come and give part of his money to the mama who was the boss. And that's if he even worked or wasn't in prison. And now that's the model. And you see these totally unfulfilled women freaked out. By the time they hit about 40, they start looking for a real man. And let me tell you, there are many of them. You've been biologically robbed. I hope you enjoy it, because it's only the beginning. They robbed you everything you could have been, everything you would have been. Women are what empowers men and what empowers civilizations. And you take women out, you take down the civilization. Women are the heart, the beating heart of humanity. And look what's been done to them. Oh, we got some free Obamacare for you. It's always a free ride, isn't it? Think you got that free ride? Think you got some free vaccines, got some free birth control at Planned Parenthood? Before you take those subdermal time-release drugs, you need to look into what they really do to you. I'm not even going to tell you what they do to you. Go look it up. Just find out you're not getting a free ride. Just like the black community signed on to the Great Society and liberalism, and it's more than quadrupled illegitimacy, cut the jobless rate, it's expanded, it's doubled. Total breakdown. You think that was all just a little accident? This is a scientific plan. I want to go to your phone calls, but first let's play some of these clips. Let's play the Always Like a Girl ad by Always, which is, again, a feminine hygiene product, which implies that men everywhere are insulting each other, saying you're like a girl, when I have really probably never heard this statement other than Hollywood movies. And notice, they're always the one hyping racism and sexism in movies like it's really going on. So here it is. You tune in, and this is what you're bombarded with in a unified, and then the halftime show matches it, all unified propaganda. That's the big takeaway here. You're being propagandized. Let's go to that clip. The end of humanity is here. Could humans come together, realize the divide, realize the manipulation? I don't know. It's too fun to hear the epic music of the bad boys that want to suppress the little girls, creating guilt in them so they'll do what they're told by the women who are the policemen of the state, the social engineers. I mean, it's a fact. I've read Bernays' books. I've read the white papers. I've made films on it, the film Endgame. This is what's going on. Now, this is a twist on it because Toyota's told this is your job, you know, make it about moms and dads, make it about girls, make that the focus. And so Toyota comes out with this great dad that raises this great girl, but then he delivers her with her